I'm Matt. In this video, I want to talk about a topic that has been baffling me for a while now, and I'm hoping that there'll be some people out there with some information that will help solve this mystery in my mind. But first, before I get into this particular synthesizer, it's interesting to me, I don't know if anyone else out there is noticing, but it seems like the used synthesizer market is tumbling just a little bit. We've had this, not meteoric, but we've had a real increase in prices over the last few years, especially on vintage analog. A Poly 6 in good shape, especially with a Kiwi mod, was, at least on Reverb, it seemed like they were pushing $2,000 almost all the time. And first of all, it seems like the stock has dried up just a little bit, but secondly, it seems like the prices are falling. That may not be the best example, and there may be synthesizers that are more prevalent on the used market that someone could illustrate this point better with. But to me, it just seems like overall the prices are dropping a little bit, certainly not rising like they were, at least in my opinion. But that's what makes this particular synthesizer so baffling to me. It's a synth from the early 90s. I think it fell somewhere in between the Korg 01W and the Trinity. It was some sort of a filler in between those two. And it's the Korg N series, the Korg N364 and N264, the same keyboard, but the distinction between the two being a 61 key and a 76 key version. There was no 88 key weighted version, unless the N1 is considered the 88, but I don't think that's not accurate. I think the N1 and the N5 would be the same keyboard, N1 being 88 keys. At any rate, it doesn't matter. The point of this video is I am constantly baffled by the prices for the N264 and 364. In my mind, they use the AI squared synthesis system, which, the Korg M1 was the AI synthesis, and then O1W took on the AI squared. And there were several different synthesizers that use the AI squared synthesis engine, but nothing seemed overly remarkable about one over the other. You had it in workstations and in some more stripped down versions like the sound module, the NS5R. I had that at one time, and it had the AI squared. But the point of all this is I can't understand why a keyboard like an N364 61 key version of that synth would go for, in some cases twice as much as a 61 key Trinity. It just doesn't make any sense to me, and really twice as much as an O1W if you find one in good shape, or even an M1. Most of those you can find for between $500 and $600 at the most, but it seems like I never see an N364 listed for anything less than $1,000 or maybe $900, but it's so high, and I can't figure out why. I just don't know what's special about that synthesizer. So if you have one, or if you've had one in the past, or if you are just familiar with them and what is so special about them, I would love to know. I'd really like someone to fill me in on that, just so I can have this knowledge in my head moving forward. But as of today, it's still just such a puzzle to me. So anyway, if you know about these synthesizers, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what's the deal with the prices on these. Again, thanks so much for stopping by and listening to this little ramble, I guess, and appreciate your time. If you're enjoying the channel and enjoying the content here, I would encourage you to consider subscribing if you haven't already. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.